Hi guys. So we're looking at Unit 1 guided notes and we're going to go through the practice problems on it. You should have already been working in your slides. So you should have opened the slides, read through them, added to your notes, and now we're going to go through and work through those practice problems that are in our notes. Okay. So first thing with Unit 1, today we're focusing on our learning target 1. So can I solve algebraic equations, graph and interpret data, and represent numbers in scientific notation? So that's what we're focusing on today. So this first part is this idea that math is a powerful language, and we use it as a language in science often through equations. And so you need to be able to manipulate items algebraically in order to then translate into manipulating equations that we use in science. So this first part is just a practice manipulating algebraic expressions. Okay. All right, so we've been given our values of A and B and C and D, and now they're asking us to manipulate them in multiple ways. So for our first problem here, we have C, which is WQ, and we're adding that to D, which is 2WQ, and we're going to add that to E, 3WQ. Okay. So we could write the 1 in front of this if we wanted to. This is 1WQ, but we don't have to, and you don't often see that. And so we're taking 1WQ and we're adding it to 2 and adding it to 3 for a total of our 6WQ. Okay, the next one we have A divided by E. So our A value, 2WQ over 5T, and we're going to divide this by E, and E is our 3WQ. Okay, now anything over 1 is still itself, like 5 over 1 is still 5, and so we're going to apply that same concept here. We're going to take this 3WQ and we're just going to put it over 1. Now the next powerful tool that we have is division by a fraction is the same as multiplying by its reciprocal. So this is the same as taking our original, our 2WQ over 5T, and now we're going to multiply by the reciprocal. So we're going to put 1 over 3WQ. Okay. So now a few items cancel. We have W on the top of our fraction and the bottom, as well as Q. So what we're left with is 2 times by 1, which is 2, divided by 5T times by 3, which would give us 15T. Now, for the next few of these, I want you to hit pause and try doing them on your own, and then press play again, and we'll work through them together and see if you got it correct. So, W times by D. So we're just taking our variable, our value of W, and we're going to multiply this by D, which is 2WQ. Okay, so we can rewrite this. We can write this as W2WQ, or we can say 2WWQ, and probably the most simple way of putting this is 2Q squared, or sorry, 2W squared Q. Now we're getting a little more complicated. We have both a division and a multiplication. There's no parentheses here, so we're just going to follow it in the order that it's expressed. So we're going to start with T divided by b, and then we're going to take that value and multiply it by c. Okay, so the variable t, we're going to divide that by b, and b is w over 6qt. Okay. Now, remember, I am just focusing on this part first. Okay, so I have this t value, and same as before, let's put it over 1 so we're working with multiple fractions. And dividing by a fraction is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal. So we're going to take t over 1 and we're going to multiply that by 6qt over w. So nothing cancels in this situation. So what we're left with from this expression is 6qt squared divided by w. Now, so we figured out that value, so now we're going to take it and we're going to multiply by the c value. So multiply by c, which is wq. Again, if it's easier to visualize, let's put that value over 1. wq over 1 is still wq. Mistake. Opportunity to learn something new. This is why I really want you working in pencil, because we're going to make mistakes in this class, which is awesome because that's how we learn new things, and it's easy to erase the mistake, learn the new item, and move on. Okay? So when I look at this, I see I have w on the top and bottom. Q's are both on the top of my fraction, so they don't cancel. So I'm left with 6q squared t squared. Okay, last one. A multiplied by b. So our a value is 2wq divided by 5t, and I'm going to multiply that by b, which is w over 6qt. Okay. Let's see what cancels here. We have q, and that's it. So on the top of my fraction, 2 times by w, or w squared, divided by 5 times by 6, so 30t squared. And we can reduce that down. We can change that to 1w squared over 15t squared, or just w squared, the ones implied already, over 15 t squared. Okay. All right, guys. So that was the first page of our guided notes. I'm going to flip it over. We're going to look at the next one in the following video. So if you need to take a breather, step back from the computer, go take a break, and then come back for the next part of lesson 1, unit 1. Okay.